Hello dear students, a very good morning to all of you. Children, in today's video we will discuss the last periodic property, okay, ionic radii. So our today's topic is ionic radii and this is also the last topic of this chapter, okay. So let's start the topic. Ionic radii. So in ionic radii, first we'll discuss about the ion. What is ion? So about ion we already know that the species which contain positive or negative charge are known as ions, okay. So ions contain positive or negative charge, and on the basis of charge which they are containing, there are two types of ions, cations and anions. What are cations? Cations are the species which contain positive charge, and oppositely anion contains negative charge, okay. Now we'll talk about the formation. So cation forms like this: when the atom loses one electron, then cation will form, okay. Means suppose X is a neutral species here, means it is a atom, and this atom is losing one electron, then after the removal of this electron, this atom will convert into a cation, okay. And oppositely anion forms after the addition of electron like this, as Y is atom here and it is accepting one electron, and after this addition it will convert into a anion, okay. So this is about the formation of ions and this is the classification of ions. Now what? When we want to express the size of ions, okay. So to express the size of ions we will use this term, ionic radii, okay. So this is the role of ionic radii, that by using ionic radii we can express the size of ions, okay. Now question is, what is ionic radii? So to express ionic radii we have to draw nucleus and electron cloud, okay. So let's do it. This is nucleus and this is electron cloud. Okay. So now what is ionic radii? So ionic radii is the distance from the center of the nucleus, okay. From the distance from the center of the nucleus up to which a nucleus can influence the electron cloud. Means the distance from the center of the nucleus up to which a nucleus can attract the electronic cloud, okay. This distance is known as ionic radii. But as we know that the position of electrons around the nucleus is not certain, as electron cloud is extended till infinity, so practically this method is not convenient. So to avoid this inconvenience we will use internuclear distance method, okay, as we used in atomic radius also. So let's talk about that method. So in this method, suppose this is one cation and this is one anion. This is the nucleus of cation and this is the nucleus of anion. This is anion and this is cation, okay. And this is the internuclear distance. This distance represents radius of cation and radius of anion, and this distance represents radius of cation, okay. So the distance between this nucleus and this electron cloud is known as radius of cation, means ionic radii for this ion, and this radius is known as radius of anion, okay. And this is the internuclear distance between these two nucleus, okay. So this method we are using nowadays. So this is about the ionic radii. Now we are going to talk about the variation. Okay, so variation in ionic radii. First we'll talk about the cation. Size of cation. We'll talk about the size of cation first. So for this, let's take example of sodium. As we know that sodium has 11 atomic number. Okay, so because of atomic number 11, it will have 11 electron and 11 proton. And now suppose it is losing one electron and converted into Na positive. So in Na positive, electrons are 10 because it lost one electron, and number of proton is still same, which is 11. So as you can see here, that in this case 11 protons are attracting 11 electrons, means the nuclear charge, which is equals to 11 proton, is attracting 11 electrons here, means per electron one proton is there. Okay, but if we talk about in this case, then in this case proton is same, means the nuclear charge is same, but number of electrons are less. So in this case, per electron nuclear charge will increase as the number of electron is less in this case. Okay, so we know that if nuclear charge increase, means nucleus will hold the outermost shell more strongly, and that's the reason that the size of Na positive will shrink. Okay, so as we compare the size of Na and Na positive, then we can say that Na positive has less radius than Na because it has more nuclear charge, and that's why the size shrinks. Now if we talk about the size of anion, like chlorine. So for chlorine, atomic number 17 means 17 proton and 17 electron. Now suppose it is accepting one electron and converted into Cl negative. Okay, now electrons are 18 but protons are still same, 17. So as you can see here that number of protons are same but number of electrons are increasing. So definitely per electron nuclear charge will decrease. Since nuclear charge is decreasing per electron, then the nucleus will hold the outermost shell weakly, and because of this Cl negative will have greater radius than Cl. Okay, so in this case we will get Cl negative greater than Cl. So this is the fact. Remember this, that anions always have more radius than their parent ion. Okay, or if we talk about the cation, then we can say that cations always have less radius than their parent species. Okay, so these are the facts. Remember these. Now we'll talk about the new type, which is isoelectronic. Isoelectronic species. So first of all, recall isoelectronic species. So isoelectronic species are the species which contains same number of electrons. Okay, like Na negative negative negative, O negative negative, it has 10 electron. As nitrogen has 7 electron, now after accepting 3 electron it is converting into N negative, means 7 plus 3 means 10 electron. Okay, that's why number of electron in N negative 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 10. In oxygen 8 plus 2, F negative 9 plus 1. Here electron 10, as it is having positive charge, means 11 minus 1. And in Mg plus 2 again electrons are 10. So as you can see here that number of electrons are same. Because of this we can say that these species are isoelectronic. Okay, now if we want to know the sizes of these species, then we have to determine the number of proton here. So let's talk about the number of proton. So in this protons are 7, in this proton 8, in this proton 9, in this proton 11, and in this case protons are 12. Okay, so as you can see here that number of protons are increasing, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. So as we already know, we have seen in cations, when nuclear charge increases means the size will decrease. Okay, so N negative 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 will have maximum radii, then this, and then this. Okay, so this order is for radius. Now if we talk about the nuclear charge, so we can say Mg positive, Na positive, F negative, O negative negative, and negative negative negative. Okay, this is the order of nuclear charge. Okay, so because of this order we are getting this order. Okay, so this is all about the ionic radii, cation, anion, and isoelectronic species. Okay, thank you.